Having a high testosterone is completely useless if you have low androgen receptor density, meaning you won't have any masculine gene expression if your androgen receptors are not binding with testosterone and other male hormones such as DHT. Therefore, in your pursuit of augmenting your testosterone, it is primordial that you understand the role of these androgen receptors and also how to augment their density. In this video, I'll first cover how the whole process of masculine gene expression works, and then I'll cover ways to increase androgen receptors, which might be the bottleneck that is holding you back. If I was you, I would certainly take notes. So you might have a few reasons as to why you want to increase your testosterone and androgen density. Boost muscle growth, increase masculine features such as a full beard, increase libido, and so on. But you most likely don't even know what testosterone actually does. So let's break it down in simple terms. Testosterone is produced by cells in your balls called Leydig cells. Testosterone flows in your bloodstream and reaches other cells in your body, such as your muscle tissue. It can then pass through the membrane of these cells and get into the cytoplasm. And only once it's into the cytoplasm, it can bind with the androgen receptor. And once it's bound with the androgen receptor, it can go into the nucleus, and that's where the magic is made. It turns on certain masculine genes that are going to be expressed via the transcription of proteins. So to summarize, you need testosterone and an androgen receptor, which will give you the masculine gene expression you're looking for. You probably know all about how to increase testosterone, so I'll only cover how to increase androgen receptor density. That said, the ways used to increase testosterone naturally will also increase androgen receptor density. Things like sleep and nutrition are always beneficial. But there are 5 major ways that seem to be the most effective ways at increasing these receptors. The first one being weightlifting, and especially strength training has been shown to potently increase AR. When you lift heavy weights, your body reacts by augmenting certain hormones such as IGF-1. And when this hormone augments, it signals an increase of androgen receptors. On compound lifts that target muscles that are highly dense in androgen receptors, like the chest and the shoulders, doing lower reps with maximum intensity seems to be one of the best techniques to go about increasing AR density. Sexual exhaustion has been shown to potently decrease AR density in the brain. This happens when prolactin is released after ejaculation, which signals to your brain that you are sexually satisfied, and it can drastically reduce your libido. After ejaculation, there can be a decrease of AR for the following 24 hours, and even more when there are many ejaculations in the same day. To my knowledge, there is no study that discusses its opposite, which would be semen retention. In my opinion, ejaculating for a maximum of once per week and through sex, if possible, seems to be the best approach for overall health and AR density. Estrogenics, which are artificial estrogens such as microplastics and pesticides, can bind with the androgen receptor and interfere with the masculine gene expression process. Therefore, it is absolutely crucial to avoid these endocrine disruptors for your hormonal health. These estrogenics are everywhere now. It almost seems like the only way to fully avoid them is by living in the woods like a caveman. So I'll only give you the most important things to avoid. First is ingesting plastic. This usually happens via liquid containers like a water bottle or a food container that you put in the microwave. Make sure that those are not plastic but actually glass. The second one is being in contact with xenoestrogens for extended periods of time. This usually happens when you're wearing polyester clothing or if you have a polyester bed sheets. Use cotton or wool instead. And the third one is ingesting phytoestrogens that come from soy, lavender, cannabis, and flax seeds. It seems like every food that is slightly processed has been infested by soy products, such as soy protein and soy lecithin. So try to avoid those and eat real food. The fourth way to increase AR density is to be on a bulk or a calorie surplus, because a lack of macro and micronutrients has a strong impact on AR. Also, a low calorie intake lowers IGF-1, and as we talked about earlier, this hormone seems to be linked with androgen receptors. Finally, L-Carnitine also seems to heavily influence androgen receptor density. L-Carnitine is an amino acid that is mostly found in red meat. You can supplement with it or go the natural route, which I prefer, by eating red meat daily. For it to not be extremely expensive, go for ground beef instead of steak. Eating real food or whole food with a lot of fatty meat seems to be the best diet for your hormonal profile. For now, focus on these 5 things, as they are the most effective way to increase androgen receptor density. If you like these short educational videos where I get right to the point and share with you action steps you can take today, like and subscribe to see more videos like this on your YouTube feed. I'll see you in the next one. Mwah!